This interview today. We have a couple of questions. They're going to be generally broad and open. So let's just start off with what are some of the things that you want to talk about today?
I want to talk about what happened in the election now, because I'm saying in the last decade or for a long time, everybody is a tradition thing, or we need to give lots of money to the government. So we need lots of service from the government. So everybody rely on the government. What I'm talking about is from something minimum, to run the government. All the service, has to be like outsourcing or privatization, because you want to pay the service in a very efficient, effective way. You don't want to be everything, every service, every investment rely on the government. So this way, because all the politicians, they're not investment manager, right? They don't know the finance. They don't know the investment. They don't care about results, right? How effective, how efficient it is. There's nothing to measure, right? So for privatization, actually is the key for the city, for the economy, because it's dynamic, it's efficient, it's powerful, right? Now, because the government, everybody rely on the government, but the government is not have the brain or skill, ability to manage it. So that's what make all the government have lots of burden. Could it go deficit? Are broke, right? We may be broke. So what happened is because we only know how to ask money from the public, do not give the results to the public.
It's funny that you say ask, because sometimes it just downright feels like they're just taking it from us.
Yeah, they just take it from you. They don't ask you. They do not need your approval. Now everybody say we have voting process, a democratic process, right? You have the way to say. You see, the problem is this: the government have more power, and then less and less people vote, participate in the political process, right? And then, in this case, the politicians have more power, no control by the public.
Well, here's the issue. Maybe that government is there to protect the people.
That's the mission, or that's the goal, right?
Yeah,
that's the perception. People think the government is protecting them.
Yeah, but if you privatize services in the city, then wouldn't that be kind of contrary to the protection that the people need?
No, the government have the power. They always can protect the public. You don't have to give all the money to them, all the power to them, right? That's the key, because otherwise, who can control them?
Do you have any examples of anywhere else in the world where your ideals are being used?
But I don't know this, but in my from investment manager view or hedge fund manager view, that's supposed to be, because that's I'm very unique here, because I'm not a politician. I'm not have the traditional. This is the way you have to bring somebody outsider to change, because now it doesn't work this way, because the government is too big, too efficient, right?
Is it too efficient or not efficient?
Not efficient, yeah. Wasting lots of money, distracting other business, because they don't know the business, so they just want their power.
So what your perception, and maybe is so bold as to surmise, stop me at any point, but what your perception of government is that it's too big and way too inefficient.
Exactly.
So a lot of people with paid jobs that work in government that don't produce
Yeah.
nearly what they're being paid to
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I mean.
So
That's very clear.
So you're going to lean out the government.
Yeah, that's the key, because any service, just like a garbage, right, collection, you do not need one monopoly,
By reducing the size of government, how much money would that alone save the people?
I think we can save maybe 50%, half the money, or 90%.
Right, 50 to 90 is a very big margin.
Huge, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about, how to be, efficient. Because otherwise, if you pay $10, you only got a $1 service. The government is big, so not efficient.
Okay. What's your view on unions?
Oh, union now, the government is powerful. Union is more powerful. Everybody, the government, ask money from the public. The union ask money for the government, right? The government ask money for the public, from the public. Union ask money from the government. Then everybody is asking the increase. The money always, salary always increase. There is no volatility. Nothing change. So that's bad, because this way make the union is too powerful. The government cannot control efficient too. That's another problem.
Well, the general understanding is that as inflation occurs, minimum wages have to be increased.
Yeah,
that includes unions to keep up to give people the buying power to keep their current lifestyles.
No, the one thing that's very good. Everybody think the union, the salary has to increase with the inflation, right?
Correct.
What about union or salary? What about your productivity? Your, what you did is worth value, right?
Well, that's why people say that unions should get their raises, because they're the people that actually produce the wealth. The government doesn't. Government just takes money, as opposed to unions or workers that actually create the wealth.
The thing is this, the union is not the union creative the value, the wealth, right? Because union is, I don't know how much percentage of union worker compared to the average. All the public is creative volume, value, wealth, right?
Yeah, but sorry, to clarify, the government is not going to go and chop down the trees and mine the coal and bring the ore. The people, the unions are going to do that.
Yeah, no, but there's other people, work just like a union, right? Not like union as an organization, but some other worker, right? Employee,
You said garbage. What do you want to talk about?
There's garbage collection. In the last few years, we have garbage collection. Everybody complaining, right? That's a big issue, The government do not know.
What's the issue exactly about garbage? Is not
because no connection and not collect as frequently as is supposed to. We have less connection. And also there is a union strike, right, on the connections,
So how do you fix that particular problem on its own?
That's one thing is this. You have, if you are business people, or the investment, you know how to bargain or make a deal with union, right? You lots of problem with the business and the deals. You have to understand the investment. What people need, what make them happy, what make them do not take too much from the public, right? I think the union get a lot of give the public a headache, especially for the garbage picking. That's the thing everybody is complaining, right? Last few years, everybody think about this mayor's job cannot do properly because of the garbage collection,